Hi guys, I'm Diana Clark. This is my video podcast where I invite beautiful artists, talented, amazing, or self-taught or not. And we speak about art, their art journeys. The podcast name is Small Art Talk. It's pretty casual. Stay with us.
I like it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Small art
Yes,
talk. I love it. I love it.
Thanks for coming. Today, my friend Michelle is here. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Michelle Huff. I go by ML HuFF. I've been in Houston for 20-something years, and yeah, that's it.
Michelle is a mixed media artist.
Correct.
And doing my homework a little bit, I noticed that you started with murals, right?
I did.
So how was the process? How did you merge to be in the studio? I want to know everything.
Okay, so really it started out with me just trying to help contribute to, I was married and I had a young child, and I wanted to stay home, and yet I also wanted to contribute to the home, and so I started doing like faux finishes. It got to be really popular at that time. I collected about 9 different designers and started just being their person, and you know, it evolved from faux finishes to murals to Venetian plaster, whatever. Wow. So that's kind of where it started. It was a way for me to still have a creative outlet and yet do all of the adulting stuff that we don't like to do. So that was it. That's where I started. So that's where it all started, I guess.
So what was the transition? When did you decide to go? Was it outside of your comfort zone?
You know, so I had an accountant father who wanted the hobby instead of the career side of it.
Yes.
And it made sense to me. You know, I divorced when my daughter was 4. So, you know, trying to make a living on art was just impossible.
Yes.
So I tried to always just do it on the side. Because I established some designers with faux finishing, I was able to still get calls every now and then, work a full-time job, and still do that on the side. So it was still a great creative outlet for me, which, you know, then I just kept working with designers. That's how the ML HuFF design started, because of people wanted different things. I did furniture. All of this is just, you know, I did it whenever whenever the designers needed something, like, oh, I can do that, and I would try it, because it was always a creative outlet for me, no matter what side of it.
Love it.
Thank you.
So how long have you been here in Stories Yards? When did you open the studio?
I opened with Adelia Bautista. She's now in Poland. She's a sculpture artist. And it was back in 2022. Okay. So it was just before the fire.
Yes.
And then we were out for a little over a year. And she ended up moving to Poland, and I was here then with Rebecca Molander. And then she found her own studio. And so now, I mean, I literally feel like I'm still trying to get immersed in it, because now since my father passed, I take care of my mother full time. So finding the time to do what I want with this space it's still to come. It's coming in the future. Because right now it's just impossible to try to juggle it all. So,
is this still your hobby, or is it full-time now?
It is full-time. I have a wife that has made it like completely possible for all of this. So yeah, I mean, you know, when my father was the practical one, and you always have that, but I could do this, I could do that, and so all you need is that person that believes what you believe, and totally, like 2020 hit, and I literally worked every day. I was painting. So faces were my fear. I was terrible at faces for so long. And so I think every artist has their, if I can only do this, then I'll be a good artist. If I can only do this. It used to be, if I could come up with things without looking at a picture. If I could come up with things with looking at a picture but making it look like the picture.
Yes.
You know, there's so many things that you kind of you gauge your own success or like how good you are if you can just kind of focus on that, or if you can make that skill your, you know, master it, I guess.
Yes, yes.
So I always felt portraits were it. That was, if I can just master that, I'll be good to go. You know, but then it goes beyond that and then beyond that. So, you know, who knows what I'll be doing next? It may not, I may never do another portrait again in 10 years. Who knows, you know?
No, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this style is something I've probably been toying with for probably 20 years. Just, I wonder if, since I can do that on walls, I wonder if I can do it on canvas or whatever.
So you started those on the wall.
The faux finish these are frescoes. So like Da Vinci back in the long time ago, they would do a lime plaster.
Yes.
And so Venetian plaster is what got my interest. So Venetian plaster is a faux finish style that you use, and when I started doing Venetian plaster, that was it. It just made my creative, like, oh my gosh, I could do this with that, and I could do that with that. So, and I've not gotten bored. And that's my biggest problem is I'm like, oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, squirrel, and then I like that, you know, and you know, so I can never focus just on one thing because it, you know, just never followed through.
That's fine. That's fine.
I need my follow through person.
Otherwise, and I just talked with another artist. You know her.
Yes, Rebecca.
We're like, hey, why should I feel like, and I feel the same way. Why should I put myself in the box? Like if I'm like, okay, I'll do acrylic, only acrylic.
Yeah, well, I think you say that you add that, you have to add the for now at the
for
end.
now, yes.
For now, because
interest.
Whatever you are working on now is going to be a part of what that part that you've taken from that is going to be whatever it is you move on to next. I started with just acrylic myself.
Yes.
You know, and then watercolor and then inks and
same. I did inks.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, have you tried what are they? The sprays. They're the oxide sprays.
No.
So they're more popular with the people that do the albums, and they do the cute little photo albums with the little cutouts and knickknacks.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
So it's in that category at Michael's if you go there, and it's a spray, but you can paint with it too.
Oh.
But when you put water on top of it, it alters the color a little bit, so you got this cool blending of it's fantastic.
Okay, so you're creating something right right now.
Oh yes, I use it all the time. Okay. Oxide sprays, and it's kind of in the ink realm. You can mix it in the stuff that I like, plasters and stuff that I like.
Oh, beautiful.
So it adds the tint.
Like a pigment. It works as a pigment.
Any type of powdered mediums that you can get, even from the hardware store. It does not have to be from.
I'll try it. Yes. Absolutely.
Quick sets. Those are fun to play with, and you can get a huge bag of it for $5 at Lowe's, you know.
Oh, this is what we need.
So that's another thing. I was always broke, so I had to come up with my own materials. If I was having to paint on a piece of wood furniture, great. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yes. Oh, that's good. I mean, it's awesome, you know, and we speak about that all the time. If the art materials would be free, that's one thing. Right, but especially nowadays, you know what they say? It's cheaper to buy a canvas, because you know artists used to do their own
stretch
canvas.
their own.
Yes. Now it's cheaper to buy a canvas.
I know it, not crazy, but for me, because I have to do on wood, I paint primarily on wood panel. I rather buy a 4x8 sheet, make it whatever size I want. Every single one of the frames that I have gotten, I've either made myself or been donated to me, because people know I collect frames. So, you know, and right now it's easier for me to do framing stuff because you just put it in there. You don't have to build the, you know, pretty little edges and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
So, but yeah, I mean, if it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3.
I'm on the same club. Sign me up. Sign me in.
Yes. I had a friend who opened the studio for me, and she's like, there's somebody in here that wants to drop off some paint. I'm like, yes, I'll take it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, because I'll use it. I know I will.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. I love it. Mixed media is something you can unlimitedly
oh yeah.
creation. What was your maybe? Do you have a favorite project, or a couple of them?
So one of your questions, I think, was the collaboration project that you
can, yeah.
So I did have a friend that we opened up an art gallery together, Watson Huff Galleries. It only lasted a year, but man, that was the greatest time because we traveled all over, take all of our artists, and in fact, a lot of the artists that are here, I know from them being in our studio. Holly Nowak, they were in our studio in Kingwood, or our gallery, I guess it was. And to me, that's, so, you know, the person that I need to collaborate with has to be somebody who's a follow-througher, because I can come up with the ideas, like I said earlier, but I get bored easy, I don't follow through with it, and I just, you know, I'm not good at that part of it. So, but, and the person that I collaborated with was, so it was a really great little, it was a good venture, but yeah.
What was it? Was it the painting? What was it?
So I do have a painting that I'm probably most proud of, and a lot of 2024 works were more emotional because my dad passed in January, and so a lot of stuff that's not even in here yet. So I haven't showed it yet. So I don't know yet. I don't know when I'll be bringing it up here. Just because right now it's so personal.
Yeah.
This is actually one of them. And you can see they're very different than what I have been doing. I don't know if you've heard of pareidolia.
No, what is that?
So when you were kids, or when I was a kid, my mom, we used to make faces and stuff in the clouds. Or if you go look at a marble floor, you'll see little images or characters. That's kind of how I do a lot of these little character pieces, is I start with the abstract and throw in all of the different colors or whatever, and just like you would a marble floor or anything else, certain little faces will show. And that's kind of what this one was, but it was birds for the first time I've ever experienced. So, you know, I love letting the painting guide me. I never have a plan before I start. So the paintings always guide me through the color, the emotion, and then if there's little faces in it, I go with that, like this one was too. If it's just the image or whatever, I go with that. So I don't know. I just have fun with not having to worry about all of the stuff we put ourselves.
Do you have your favorite piece?
Yes, but like I say, it's not here. They've all been like recent 2024 pieces that I just haven't found myself to be ready to show yet. So yeah, I mean, there's one piece that I spent the longest I've ever spent on a piece, which was 3 months.
Okay.
And I learned about Norse mythology just because I would take pictures of what I was seeing in the whatever lines that I was seeing it, and I was able to Google search with the photo, and it said, oh well, that's this, and I was like, oh, what? Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. And then it's probably one of my most elaborate pieces I've ever done. I can show you a print of it.
Yes.
Okay. One of it.
Oh.
These are all fairly newer ones. Here, you can go through, and you can see how different some of them are.
Yes.
And her. Got this one.
I love colors. Almost like Kupka.
Yeah. And then of course you know her. But yeah, so those are probably my. Here we go. Here's some Lilith. That's a new one. Trying to master, fluidity and movement, and here's more. All of these have not been shown yet.
Love those. Woohoo! I'm the first one.
Yes. True. That is true. Oh my God, that's hilarious. None of these have been shown yet. There's a bigger one of this one.
You make me feel so special. So special. Love it.
And then here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm using a lot of gold. I'm loving gold right now. I'm gonna step right in front of the camera. Sorry. We'll cut that part out.
No, I'm not. I told you that I will, but yeah, it was a catch.
Perfect.
I'm like, Diana. Okay, love it. What is your creative process? Like on daily basis?
You know, you turn on the music to Pandora and the vibe or whatever feeling, and you just, I've been lucky to where I don't have to force it. You know, whenever I don't have a deadline or, you know, you kind of have to force that creative process. So I usually have my little corner of my family room set up and turn on the music, and if I'm not feeling it that day, then we'll just play with tinkering around with something else, you know, that it then evolves into something. So my creative process lately, I've been really lucky because I don't have to, there's no stress involved with it. So I get to just throw on the music and go with it, you know, maybe smoke a little bit or whatever, and you know, incense, whatever.
Yes, and people are like, this involves this, or like, a glass of wine, whatever.
There you go. Whatever you need
works
to get put into that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Then there's times where it just doesn't shut off, and I'm at night and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to do this before I forget, or this before I forget.
Yes. Do you do notes?
Oh yes, I used to have a sketch pad. Okay. And if I had an idea, like in the middle of the night, I'll just sketch it out real quick, and then that's it. But now I don't really have that concern because I know immediately I can get up and actually go work on it if I wanted to, because I don't have to get up and go to a job. You know?
I do.
I know, I'm so sorry.
7 o'clock, bring kid to school.
See, and I did all that. I mean, my daughter now is 30, so my grandson's 4.
What?
And I get him like 2 days a week, and he is my inspiration on the daily. He's so full of
Is that little energy. Guy in your Instagram that you brought? Oh my
He's my man.
Look at his hair. It's like,
he's so awesome. He loves the 110 ArtDen. It's like, so, and he and I do collaborations all the time, and
there you go.
I love it. He keeps me fresh with, you know, creativity.
Love it.
Yeah, there's no rules.
There's no rules. I know, I love it.
Yes.
Especially, you know what, my mistake or not, as mom, oh my God, just clean this. I just put those pillows here. And then you want to paint? And I'm like, I'm guilty of it. I can tell you that. I'm guilty. And that's probably something that parents should not worry about. So I'm gonna wait for my grandkids.
Yeah. I mean, I just have I'm with somebody who I need to be with because she's a cleaner and she is kind of picky about certain things and wanting certain things. But like, the house is my studio. Like the family room is my studio with a TV and a couch in it.
I love it.
Yeah. So I mean, there are some messy days, especially when you're in that creative, like jumping from, you don't think about cleaning it. Yep. And then they get home and you want to talk about all this and all they're noticing is all this mess. but you're not watching, you're not seeing what I'm talking about. Yes. So it's hard because like you, my mom was always cleaning up after me. My dad was an accountant, and just it's very difficult to build confidence in this world of art.
And like in my same thing, I clean my studio. I have it at home. It's in the guest room. I used to have just a small corner because a family of ours would come and stay, and there was like a king bed, right? I'm like, okay, honey, I can't do that. It's like small corner, but it's all spreads out. When they come, I need to clean. It's just a nightmare. So we moved the bed. So I'm like, okay, finally, I have the whole room for myself. Time passed, and Diane is like walking, stepping. It was like and it was just slowly migrates to the playroom. And I'm like, okay, I need to clean now. I need to clean, and then it's over. But I know everything there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know every pencil.
Exactly.
I left it here. I need it here. I'm going to pick it up.
Don't clean it up because I'm going to forget where it's supposed to go.
Yes.
And you actually had the talk this morning because I knew that it was going to be an issue because I hadn't had a chance to clean some stuff up, and and like you, I've kind of started doing other things that need a lot of junk.
Yes.
But I'm using it all. But because I don't really have the time lately to set up a big canvas and work on it, it's just that's one of my biggest struggles right now is finding the creative outlet without going crazy because I need to do it. It's like a drug. It's like I have to have it, and the ideas are flowing, but I don't have the time to actually do it.
Yes.
And because I've had so long of just doing it whenever I want, it's really hard. So I used to, when I was working with acrylics, I used to kind of more focus on symbolism and kind of the things that are weird that make you think a little bit or try to make you think, And so I would sketch out or write down little ideas with that.
Yes.
And, since 2020, my process has just been play with the abstract background. If I don't know yet what's going to go over it, I'll just kind of wait until it reveals itself to me. And so I don't really, unless I'm working on certain parts of the face to kind of do better, and I don't necessarily want to do the realism. I wouldn't mind maybe trying it just to see if I could, but I don't know if that's where I want to go. I don't know if that's really where I'm aiming.
But trying it's worth the try.
It's a good challenge,
It's a good challenge,
Yeah, I mean, just because there might be a time where I might want to make just a section of the face realistic, instead of kind of letting the viewer fill in the blanks.
What size do you like to paint or work with?
If I can work on these sizes all the time, I would, but they're just too hard to sell. In fact, I'm working on these two. I have like 3 people that come in and visit them, but they're not quite ready to make the purchase, and I understand. It's just I want to sell those before I bring new stuff in.
Yes.
So
Yes.
And I'm really bad. Like if they last too long, I'll go over them. Like this one right here is a go over of another one, and like almost there's quite a few that are over the top of older pieces. I know, but if I don't love it, it's hard for me to sell it.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a connection, huh?
Yeah. Well, so because all I have to do is the fun part of it. I don't have to worry about the money. I don't even get the rush of seeing it in the bank anymore because I don't mess with the money stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So my rush is the process of the creation of it. That's my rush. I don't like the career part of it, the marketing part of it, which is what we need. But
social network.
Yeah. And I don't get that feel of, oh my gosh, I got $300 now, and what am I going to buy? I don't get that anymore. It's all about what am I going to do next? What am I going to paint next?
Oh my God, that's a dream. That's a dream.
Yes, I'm lucky. I'm very
That's
lucky.
A dream.
Yeah.
Because a lot of here's the thing. I don't know. It's just sometimes I'm thinking. They say, what is successful artist for you? And that's going to be my next question to you. But you're successful if you sell, right? Like people used to that, right? But at the same time, they say, oh, you need to come up with your own style that no one may not even buy in the real life. So you kind of got to like, do you want to sell or you want to not sell? You know what I mean?
I have a feeling, or I think that for me personally, I can just hit my mic right. For me, I feel like if I'm trying to appeal to sell it, you can tell.
You can push it.
Those are usually the ones that I don't like.
Yes.
So if I'm doing the ones that I like, those are the ones that are surprised. Like even these pareidolia ones, I knew I wanted to try them. Those were my biggest selling ones. Really? They're the weirdest ones, but those are the ones that I've sold the most of and the biggest of. So even my biggest pieces are the pareidolia pieces that I've sold. I've sold like 4 or 5 of them.
Because you're developing your own skill without pushing it.
And without judgment of other people, because I'm just doing it for my own. That's what's so great about not having to worry
Yes.
about work and all those other things.
Yes.
You're like, oh God, I got to sell this amount, or I'm going to lose my studio, or I don't have to worry about that. I mean, I've found like it's easier to do what you love because that's how you sell it. You sell it. They can tell if I don't love it because I'm like, you can have it if you want. I mean, it's that's how I feel. You can really tell if it's not something I love.
Yes, you need a passion. I agree. Did you have any kind of like project where client would say, hey, I would like you to paint a custom made whatever project, but you did not like it?
Oh, a lot.
A lot?
Well, because most of the ones that I have to plan,
Box you in?
I rather it be free and you know, intuitive or whatever it is you want to call it, because the ones I have to plan out, especially like the clients that, oh, I want a sketch of it first. I mean, I've given you a portfolio of all of my work and you either like it or you don't.
Trust the process, yes.
This is not how I work. So I'm in that transition stage of where I can turn down commissions if I want to.
Oh my God.
And I like that
Love
because
it.
I'd rather turn them down than not, because unless they say, I want you just to do whatever you feel. And I'll be like, all right, let's sit and talk like this. I'll get a feel for you and what your colors are, and then we'll go with it. And those are
my
the ones
colors?
I like.
Okay, what my colors?
What are your colors?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Let's see.
You just said.
I think you, as far as like a home decor, you like soft tones, but with splashes of color here and there.
Okay, yeah.
That was such a generic answer.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Well, so what are your colors?
So at home, I may call myself a bit weird because it may be, I don't know, one day I would say, okay, it will be off-white, right? Creamy. But then I would see lately, okay, here's the thing. I have a dining table, okay, in the dining room, and it's pretty classic, whatever style, with all that wings and going on. Excuse me. And then I go to the exhibit where I was selling my art, and the lady was selling pretty big size red painting. Red, and by red I mean the classic red. I got it. In fact, she was selling it this way. I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Switched ways. And she's like, no. I'm like, no, this is how I know I have to go with Artist God. But I'm like, red. So I have a red spot in my dining room. I don't care.
And
I love it.
Because I work with designers, most people, that's why Target does so well. Because it's kind of a generic abstract, or maybe you can tell there's a building in the background or something, and that's what they liked. So that abstracty, almost distressed sometimes look is what they went for me. That's kind of what I've done. But hey, try this, you'll like it. That's what I try. You know?
A lot of times customers don't know what they want. That's the thing.
Right.
They saw magazine, oh, this looks cool, I want something, but it may not match the personality or the whatever.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Who would you collaborate with in the mankind of artists?
So I swear, my wife and I talked about this question like the whole time, and I don't know. Because I think there's like 3 artists that I think I'm similar to as far as the way we approach art. Da Vinci, he never finished a project, but he intrigued by so many different things. Plus, the Venetian plaster style, I love that. Basquiat, he didn't have a care in the world about his career. He needed somebody else to help him do that side of it. He enjoyed the process of it all. Banksy just cares about the art, just cares about that. He doesn't want to be the focal point. He doesn't work, you know, and so those are the people, I guess, that I resonate with just because of that's how I feel about, I'm fortunate enough to, you know, just care about the process of it and the, let me try this color with this color or this texture with this texture or a stencil here, you know, whatever. But that's the stuff I get to look at the world and go, how can I incorporate that with that instead of worrying about all the other garbage that comes with it. So I guess, I know that doesn't answer your question.
It does.
My favorite collaborator is my grandson.
Yes,
so
that's a great.
But he's not in history.
He is always. I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, because he keeps it. There's no rules, so it's like, why can't I do this? Why can't you? Sure can, you know, and that's a great idea. Use that.
You know, just like, let me put the notes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, and he's, you know, my daughter, my wife, you know, anybody who comes in, he's the only one that really notices. Oh, you added this to this piece, and
oh my
like
God.
He's 4. I love him so much. He's great. My place in this world is to protect him and his, you know, spark. So yeah. But anyway,
Thank you,
it.
Michelle.
Thank you.
It was fun.
It was fun.